Go away. Calliope? A voice says my name. It says my name correctly. I think to myself, go away. Leave me alone. Calliope, it's me, says the voice. I peek through my hands. I see black curls, red lips, and thick eyebrows, looking concerned. I say, Mom? She crouches down, wraps her arms around me, and says, Sweet pea, I am back. She is wearing old jeans, but her face looks new. She is happy. Her face is bathed in a candle's glow. I squeeze her neck. Who is that guy? I ask. That is Reno, Sweet Pea. He is your new stepdad. What? No, I say. Did she pull up to the convention center and walk straight down the aisle and get married? No, 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 no. What was my mom thinking? Exceptions. My father comes home early from work. Before he sets his bag on the couch, my mother explains to him what I did this morning. Good for you, my father says, undoing the knot in his tie. I smile. My mother does not smile. Rue Ping, she says, this is not a good thing. Sure it is, my dad says. He stood up for his friend. My mother throws the stack of tiny baby washcloths she just folded and shakes her head. No matter what, hitting somebody is wrong, my mom says. No, not no matter what, my father says. There are exceptions. Jinsong, good job, son. My mother gets a look on her face, the same look she got when she tried the fiery hot chicken wings from Domino's Pizza last month. I lower my baseball cap so it is over my eyebrows, and I back up toward the kitchen. I am getting out of this conversation. Somersaults. Reno, who happens to not look anything like my mom's usual type. He is wearing clothes that do not have any holes in them. He offers to drive me the rest of the way home in his fancy black car. No thanks, I say, and walk away. I am glad Mom does not stop me because maybe, just maybe, I will see Jinsong at the oak tree. I shuffle along in a daze, the contents of my stomach doing somersaults. She is married, I whisper to myself. How could she? She did not even tell me. I wonder if it was one of those silly Las Vegas drive-through weddings. That sounds like something my mom would do. Pots. Mrs. Sumner has new pots on her porch. They are small and empty and blue, kind of like how I am feeling. But Mrs. Sumner walks out, fills each pot with flowers and dirt and love. Purple pansies, yellow and white daffodils, and a fiery red flower with the center as black as midnight. It is a poppy. Pain. I wait a while for Jinsong, but the pain in my stomach gets so bad I walk home. By the time I reach the door to the apartment, I have come to realize what Mom's marriage really means. We're going to move. I grab the keys, I pack the car, hit the road, don't look back, and I lose all of my pizza from lunch. Strike 3. The phone rings. It is for me, so my mother lets me take a break from dusting. Hello? There is a long pause before the person on the other end speaks. Hello, Jinsong. It is your student council advisor. Mr. Khan's voice is soft and slow. I thought to myself, this cannot be good. I have had a chance to speak with Principal Ellison regarding the incident this morning. I chew my lip. Is it getting hotter in here? Mr. Khan continues. We think it is in the best interest of the students to appoint James McKinley to take over your responsibilities as student body president for the remainder of the school year. The room spins. This cannot be happening, but it is, and I should have expected it. After all, I signed the agreement on the first day, the agreement that had one sentence in bold type. Behavioral problems may result in removal from student council. I don't know what to say. I have let down all of the students. I have let down Mr. Khan. I have let down myself. I guess I was wrong. Both sides cannot win. In fact, both sides lose. 3 strikes, I am out. I am sorry, Mr. Khan says. He is not as sorry as me. Perfect. I lie on my bed, stare at the ceiling in disbelief. Mom sits by my side, puts my hand in her lap. She thought I would be happy to hear the news. I think you will like Las Vegas, she says. We will live in a big new house, she says. We will have money for more vintage dresses, she says. Just when things are finally perfect, just when everything gets good, she has to ruin it. Take it all away from me, just like she took away my beautiful hair, my amber waves of grain. What about Tom? I nuzzle my face deep into my pillow. What about Tom? I thought things were good. I thought everything was fine with him. Mom's words come gently like a floating feather tapping my shoulder. Things were good, but Reno is best. Reno is everything I have ever wanted. Men. I had a dad once, and there have always been boyfriends. But I wish, really wish, it was just Mom and me. No husbands, no wedding rings, no boyfriends, no flowers, no dates, no phone calls, no dinners. And that's all I am going to say about that. Uh-oh. Right before dinner, Changlin barges into the bathroom. Callie is at the door for you. I set down the toothbrush I am scrubbing the toilet with and hurry into the living room. Hey, I say when I see her. Then I notice she is twitching, crying, and shaking. What happened? Where were you today? Callie asks. It sounds more like an accusation than a question. You were not in homeroom or science or at the tree. I can barely understand her through her sobs. I know. I rub my chest. I am sorry. I got suspended. She stops crying. So Beatrice was telling the truth? Oh my gosh. What happened? I pick a piece of lint off of my t-shirt. I hit Duncan and Niall because they were being jerks about you. Callie wipes her eyes. Oh. Yes, it's been a pretty bad day, Jinsong said. Her voice gets all high-pitched. Well, I had an amazing day. She starts crying all over again. Girls, I don't think I will ever understand them. She sniffs. That is what makes my mom's news so bad. I shove my hands into my pockets. What news? We are moving to Vegas on Friday. I try to act normal, but I feel like I just stuck my finger in a light socket. What do you mean you are moving to Vegas on Friday? Callie hugs herself. My mom got married to some rich guy she just met. He is in our apartment right now. Table for 3. Reno takes Mom and me out for dinner to celebrate our new life as a family, but I don't eat. I'm scared I'll throw up again. During dessert, Mom hands me a small drawstring pouch. I got you something on my trip. Mom and Reno both smile as I open the pouch, pull out a jagged rock with violet-colored clusters. It's an amethyst, Mom said, but I already knew since it's my birthstone. There was a shop next to the convention center. I thought you might like it for your collection. The truth is, I do like the rock, and under different circumstances, I might even love the rock. I might be thrilled Mom got it for me, but I was really hoping the red sandstone would be my last rock. I wanted 11 and 12 to be empty spaces. I drop the amethyst into the pouch. Can we go home now, please? Moving day. My mom says to come home as quickly as possible after school. It is moving day, and she will have the bug all packed up, ready to go when I get home. I have to walk to school since Mom is busy jamming last-minute stuff into our car. Reno already went back to Las Vegas, drove his fancy black car. I am so glad he is not riding with us. I will get Mom to myself before things change forever, or until Mom changes her mind. Mom pokes her head out to say goodbye. Smile, sweet pea. It is a gorgeous day. No thanks. It might be sunny outside, but I'm full of dark gray clouds, heavy with rain. That constantly drizzles from my eyes. Enough. I have my poppy with me for courage, but it does not seem like enough. How can anything be enough on a day like today? Then I remembered the new blue pots on Mrs. Sumner's front porch, and I break into a run. Pocket full of poppies. Mrs. Sumner is inside her house watching TV. I see it flashing through the window. I crawl up the steps on my hands and knees. I almost sneeze, but I hold it in. Quick as a kitten with a ball of yarn, I grab the poppy stems. I yank them out. I stuff the whole bundle, soil and all, into one of the back pockets of my favorite denim shorts. No more vintage clothes for me. Back from suspension. I zip through the commons as fast as I can. I do not care about the group of guys whispering, or the girls ignoring me, or James McKinley, the new Black Ridge student body president, or Duncan and Niall and their "we just smelled something funny" faces. I wonder how tryouts will go tomorrow. Will I be drafted to play with the Royals, or will one of them? I have been working with Coach Todd every couple of weeks, but Duncan and Niall have been going to the batting cages a lot. However it happens, the fact that we aren't friends anymore makes it easier to be going up against them. One good thing. I am about to take my seat in language arts class when a voice behind me says, "You have a bunch of flowers growing out of your butt." I look over my shoulder and down at my back pocket, which is bulging with the poppies I stole from Mrs. Sumner's front porch. I turn around, look her right in the eyes. You know, Beatrice, I am super mad at my mom for making me move again, but if I can think of one good thing about leaving this school, it is that I won't have to see you anymore. I smirk as I sit in my chair, spilling soil and poppies everywhere. Oh, I glance back. I am glad you like my flowers. Beatrice looks at her lap and pulls out her binder. Love notes. On my desk, I find love notes. The first one reads, "I love you. Too bad you are moving. We could have gone out. Niles." The second one reads, "Too bad you are moving. I wanted to go out with you. You are so fine. I hope you don't have a boyfriend because I really like you. Love, Duncan Gray." Not today. I hear my, quote, admirers behind me busting up, waiting for me to cry or run. Not today, boys. I stand until we are face to face. Rip, rip, pieces flutter to the ground of the love notes. I tell them, get a life. Ivy's table. I sit, smile, and open my lunch. The other girls frown, stand, and move over by the garbage cans. What is their problem? Did they see what I did to Duncan and Niall? Maybe Beatrice was right. Maybe Ivy and her friends are done with me. Ivy has not taken back the locket, but it looks like she has taken back our friendship. Old friends. After I get my food, I sit with Callie at Ivy's table, or what used to be Ivy's table. For some reason, she and her friends are over by the garbage cans. Callie says, "Wow, you got through the line fast." Beatrice let me cut in front of her. I take a bite from my taco. "Oh yeah, I forgot." Callie sets down her sandwich. "You guys are friends, right?" "Not really. Well, sort of," I say. I explain how Beatrice and I used to be friends. Best friends, until her parents got divorced and her mother moved to Colorado. She said she couldn't handle 3 kids on her own, so she took the 2 younger ones and left Beatrice behind. And that's when she started being rude to everybody, I say, even me. At swimming lessons, Beatrice pulled the skin by her eyes and said, "Look, I'm Jin Song." And the whole class laughed and thought it was totally hilarious. Callie smiles a sad smile. It makes me sad too, thinking about it. I whisper the next part so nobody else hears. Last summer, when our families went camping together in Pine Valley, Beatrice told me how mad she is at her mother. But her mother is not here, so she takes her anger out on everybody else. I pick all the tomatoes out of my taco and form them into a little hill on my plate. But I really think that way down deep as the Grand Canyon, Beatrice is still the friend I used to know. Beatrice. Ditched, deserted, abandoned, given up. Sure, Mom gives me bad advice, and her dating decisions ruin my life, but at least she is in it. At least I have a mom. Beatrice does not.